morning, everyone, and welcome to Number 9 Farms. Today is day number 37 of the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge, and it looks like we have woken up to frost and ice, and it was foggy earlier, so now it is all starting to dissipate. Just wanted to show you the lunch. Some of that fresh lettuce. Decided I was going to make some cocoa today, but this is the brand here I like to use for myself. It's a little bit, it's a lot expensive actually, but luckily I had it in the pantry and in the drawer here. So you want to use 3 tablespoons of it for about 12 ounces of water. And somebody had made me this cocoa one day. I think it was Alexis, or no, it was Kim. My daughter-in-law, married to Junior. And I was like, wow, that was so good. And she said, yeah, I followed the directions. And what's funny is the whole time I was making it, I was only putting like 1 scoop in. And it was a little watery tasting. But anyways, it was so good. But I got something I want to show you for it. I just can't seem to like get working today. I don't know what it is. I've just had a lot on my mind with things I got to do, and it's just like till plus tomorrow, you know, a lot of things going on. I had one of these for a year now, and I did not realize until the other day when Three Rivers said you had to buy the CO2 cartridge, I guess it is. And so I went ahead and made some this morning, and I just used 1 pint of the regular heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I put it in there, put it in the refrigerator, and now let's see what we got. So let's see. Look at that. Oh boy, I gotta save some for the boys for sure. It's really good. Oh, very, very good cream. Oh, I'm so happy. So I just went out to the freezer and I took a few bags of the cranberries that I've been talking about. See, they're from 2022. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse them with the colander right here in the sink. And then I'm going to start putting them in the jars. And I got a few jars out, different size, wide mouth quarts, and all wide mouth and regular mouth. So we're going to go put these in the water bath canner for 15 minutes, but we're going to fill them up with water. So you can see how beautiful they are. So when Bruce and I went to the Cran Fest, and then my daughter came too, we did a show there, but the lodging was so expensive that we couldn't really afford to go back. Last year, it was just outrageous. I mean, it was like $1,200, and yes, we did good at the show, but I can't go for $1,200 for lodging. A lot of people actually even stayed in their car. So this is pretty much thawing them out and rinsing them as well, even though I had already done all that when I put them up. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the jars, but I want to show you everything I'm doing because this is so super simple, and plus it gives the boys some more juice to drink. So about 1.5, 3/4 a cup, depending on whatever you like or how much you want or how much cranberry flavor you want. And then you want to, if you want to, you can add some sugar or honey, 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, whatever you like, or you don't have to add anything at all. And you can now top it off with water, and then you're just going to go ahead and since they're already going to be room temperature, you're going to put them in the water room temperature, then start up slowly with your water bath canner. So I've got 15 jars filled now with the cranberries, and that's what my water bath canner holds. So that's what we're going with. And I'm gonna take some back to the freezer, and we will use those for making some more of the cranberry sauce, which is, we like turkey any time of the year, and cranberry sauce is good any time of the year. Now I did debubble them just in case there was any air trapped in some of the berries, and I topped it off with some more water. Now I'm going to clean the rims and get them over in the the water bath can. Doing the part Bruce would do, he would get all the rings and flats ready for me, and this is the part that I'm going to miss with all the work back at the kitchen, so that because somebody's still got to go make pickles. But that he's like, oh, I'm going to do that in the afternoon when I come home. We're going to go over there and make the pickles. And I'm like, okay. he seems to think he's the Energizer Bunny forever and ever. Oh. And my mother's always called him that anyway, because they would come over, and I'd be working and he would be working, but yet he was the Energizer Bunny, but I was working too. I never could understand that one. Oh. But it made Bruce feel good. So, and there's another little funny thing too about the collards. So, we always had collards for all the holidays. Well, every time my mom and my stepfather came, they always said, oh, these collards are so good. These collards are so good. And I used to be like, they're my collards. They're my collards. I did this collards. This is when I was young. And I never could understand it, why they always gave Bruce the collard praise. And so then we got into the new house. This is the one we built in North Carolina in 2008. We got into the house that Christmas, and they came and, oh, Bruce, these collards are so good. Oh, so good. No, that's what it was. I decided I was going to be rotten, and I was not going to I wasn't going to do the collards. So I said, Bruce, you do the collards. So then when my mother took the bite of the collards, she goes, oh, Buck, that's my stepfather, they take your breath away. So Bruce had added too much vinegar. So needless to say, that was Bruce's collards. All right, so I'm gonna put the last jar in, and I have it on all the way down on the lowest setting. And I know it's like really weird here, like with we had exhaust for everything in North Carolina, and here there's not an exhaust anywhere, so it's, you know, especially with propane. But I open the window up every time, but Cody says you don't need it. So anyways, we're gonna put the lid on and let this just go low and slow, and then once it gets warmed up, I will turn it on higher. I'm going to be putting together the Navajo fry bread, so I'll link that video below. Chase just came over and brought Dusty. So hi, Chase! Today I'm going to be picking off the chicken that we had from Sunday and using that for the tacos tonight. So we're almost boiling now. Decorated for Valentine's Day too. Okay, so finally Bruce is home. And it's now 15 minutes plus 5 minutes that they sat in the canner, the water bath canner. So I'm taking them all out now. So, and I made those 5 with sugar because I knew the boys would want those. But look at that. And as soon as they cool off, I'm gonna have some myself. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And you want to keep them just as flat when you're pulling them out. Don't want to turn them sideways. All right, and we're gonna take them out now. Okay guys, so I am tired. I'm doing all this work and
because her houseboy ain't here. I want to hear how much she misses her houseboy doing all his work.
Yeah, and on the collard story, I told him this collard story.
I'm sure.
Yes, well, I just, at that time, we moved all the, there was 7 kids still living with us right then. And when we moved, and that was just like, I got to that point and I was like, it was a tough move because we built the house and everything. And we were finally finished and moving in. Yeah. And that collard thing was just too much. Anyways, I'm going to cut the cheese. This was the cheese that the lady that we stay with when we go to Marquette.
I hope she's saving some more for us.
She probably is.
I hope so, in case y'all didn't hear that. And let's see what else. Some more walnuts.
I don't think you need no more walnuts. And then I've got 2 jars of the homemade Rotel from this year's tomatoes, onions, and peppers. So there's another thing right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the cheese up, kind of get it melted, put the chicken in, and then add the Rotel. Alright guys, so I got the cheese all cut up and the chicken in. And basically this homemade Rotel, whatever.
Amazing.
Yes, and I got the recipe from Noreens Kitchen, which I've been watching Noreen off and on for years. I mean,
so you're one of those YouTubers that give other people credit for what they do. I like that.
Well, I give credit where credit is due, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That is absolutely sure. You know that. Even if I use a recipe that isn't something that, like tonight, this is just something thrown together basically, because it's something.
Keep right on throwing.
It's not, I don't know if it's even a specific recipe.
It is delicious.
But it's using up what we have. That we still have another 2 more blocks of those cheeses, I think. And this Rotel was something that we made I guess it was around November. And the chicken was left over from Sunday, and there's still some left over. So I'm already trying to think of what I can make some chicken salad with that.
Yeah. And that's the gluten-free chicken in that one, I think.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Just the...
I know, because I kept that separate for you, me lady.
Okay, Bruce.
All right, bye.
Alright, so what I've done is made the Navajo bread again. And so I always like to fluff it out and then just cut it. Look at that. It's beautiful, ain't it?
Yes, you are.
Oh my goodness. Stop. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these sit here, and that's all I do for them. This one's a little bigger. Just take and do like that, and now I'm going to fry them up. What you're looking for is about 350 you can go as high as 375, but 350 is what you're looking for. And then you're going to go ahead now and start dropping in your first bread. And if you look over here,
oh my, cameraman trying to get
so
fired.
You can see they've already rose again. So we just want to go ahead and lay them right into the pan.
Oh boy.
And then they'll turn brown a little bit, and then you can go ahead and flip them right over.
Tilbury, you're right in the way, honey.
See, I'm getting out of the way.
I'm hoping when those breads fall right on top of me.
Yeah, and this meal here, this could basically be a poor man's casserole type meal, because all you've got is leftover chicken. You got that cheese, which I'm pretty sure is government cheese.
Got the G cheese.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is.
I don't ask. When she says, do you want it? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Sure, absolutely.
And then you've got those 2 home can jars of Rotel, but you could buy the Rotel.
Yep.
You didn't have it, and
That's
that's
right.
all that's in there. And then you can take the fry bread, and it's almost a little. You can go a little darker, and go ahead and you could put this in on a burrito. You could dip in some chips.
Yes.
This is so versatile, and if you didn't want to use chicken, you could use hamburger.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I tell you, that brain is just so big.
Well,
It's just bam.
look at that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's like everything you do.
Look how good they look. Woo. Rosie has worried me to death because she's the dough baby. She loves some dough. Tell them how much. That's right. You feel like you're at the carnival now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Look at Sophia. She thinks she's going to get some too.
She's not.
Sophia can always try to win Bruce over.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
She won't talk to nobody else, but she'll talk to him. No, Sophia. Caught
Don't worry
red-handed.
about my dirty little secret.
See what we got now. Did everything seal? Oh yeah, it did. Bam, 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 bam. Yep, everything. Woohoo! Looks so good. It's beautiful. So these are today's earrings, and the tiger's eye, aventurine, and then these pearl ones, and then we're back to the same ones. I think I did these today too. Yes, the unikite. And to show you the salad for dinner that has some of the pickled garlic scapes. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you, someone had asked me not to mention names, but had we ever freeze-dried green tomatoes, and these were done in 2020. And these were what I used on that one of the salads, the BLT salad.
Oh, that's so good.
And this one, like here, I just felt this was some Marconis and some bells. But the whole thing here.
Put my jar back on my shelf. What kind of?
Oh, I didn't see
Ooh,
that.
I tell you right now, your freeze drying closet privilege will be suspended.
Okay, well then I'll just
Just
go
what?
on strike,
Oh,
and I won't have to.
I do. You can't do it.
No, you're right. I can't.
I could cut your pay in half, and you still wouldn't go on strike.
You're right. You're right.
Because 0 is 0 either way, right?
Yes. All right. So I just wanted to mention, I'm sorry about the video being so long today, but I wanted you to mention, don't forget about the freeze dry collaboration, and my day will be coming up on the 19th.
Ooh, I'm so excited.